Welcome back, everyone. Today we will be looking at massive box. Link from Twilight Princess by Wake Studios. Looks actually pretty good on the little camera lens, but the picture is very blurry for some reason. Now, this box is bigger than the Zelda one from last time, and like the Zelda one, there's two poses, but unlike Corrupt Link, it's just Link with his sword out and Link with his sword in, so I'm assuming there's going to be two arms. The real funny thing is, if you look there, the obviously the auto click to remove the background got a bit skewy, and subsequently remove Link's sword. So he's got a hilt and nothing else. And yeah, on the sides, just the shield logo there, and on the top, yeah. The actual full Twilight Princess logo, or the HD one. It's the HD version. They really just find the whichever images are online lying around. Alrighty, let's get the camera position. Once again, really should have opened the tabs before I put it down, but here we are. Now, usually with these ones, especially the slightly bigger ones, the more expensive ones, they usually have the Velcro straps, so I'm hoping this is no different. It's not good. Velcro straps make it a lot easier to get in and out. What do we have here? It's the full instructions of... Oh, it's convenient. That's what it looks like. I don't have to take it out anymore. Oh, thanks everyone, bye. But no, it's always helpful to have it. I'm usually one for complaining about I have absolutely no idea where the things go. I think I've opened it upside down though, because I'm pretty sure that should have been on the top. I'll just flip this over. Now weirdly the box is bigger than the Zelda one from last time, but not as deep, so I think there's only one layer for this one. That there is, although again, base sticking out through the top, which is always fun. Alright, I'm going to take this off to the side and we'll get started. No, so I will start with the base. Chances are it'll disappear off the top, so much like last time, a very nicely detailed base. It's Hyrule Castle last time, this one's Sacred Grounds. I'm trying to think what the Midna and Wolf Link one was then. No, but again, very nicely detailed texture. Now with Wolf Link and Midna's helmet on the back there. Surrounded by vines. Got even a little detail in the middle there. Sort of aged of the temple columns, the rock. Very impressively done. And picture of Link on the bottom. One heavy chunk of rock. Alright, let's get the back half on. Hopefully I can find it. Thankfully all these pieces seem to be very, very large, so it's making him tracking him down a lot easier. Alright, so sort of the top. I'm assuming it's meant to be like steel or iron on top of it, but and again, very, very aged. However, one criticism, it is really shiny. I guess you could potentially just go, it's holy magic. That's what's caused it to be shiny. Yeah, that's the reason for it to be shiny. It's the holy magic. But Triforce, whatever. Triforce, holy magic. Magic. But no, it does slightly look off due to that. But yeah, there are many cutouts, so thankfully it's all on one level. And much like the Zelda one, I think we have a plinth of sorts for the second torso there. Again, Triforce logo there. Very nicely detailed. Although it does sort of look like the metal is holding the rock together. Like it was crumbling and someone came by and just went, I'll get that fixed. I find this cutout hilarious. Alrighty, up first we have Link's legs. Geez, the level of work on the old chainmail there. Very impressively done. Got a lot of detail they went into. Just leather boots on his pants. At least you can see this one, the Zelda one from last time. Wouldn't see any of it. At least it's easier also to see where his foot goes. Zelda's one under a dress was just a pain. I mean, I can already tell he's not going to fit in the shot currently, but we will carry on. Alrighty, so there is 2 torsos, so I might hit 2 of everything at the same time. So torso 1, again very well detailed on the chainmail there. For the scabbard, I believe this one might be the one where he's actually sheathing his sword. Just very impressive. No, we still have fit. He still fits on screen. I will move it up though. There we go. That should be enough to get him to fit now. I'll try to find all the proper parts. Alrighty, and Link's head there. Again, glossy eyes, very nice. Using the very well detailed earrings and even the stitching on his hat there. They've gone really all out. He's got a really long neck as well. So if you want to be funny, you could put some spaces in the bottom. His neck looks nowhere near as long now, which isn't as funny. Right, now, I don't know whether or not the next lot of things has specific torsos. So, we will try and get the right ones, but I might swap them over as I go. So, the old Hylian shield there. Again, everything in here, like even... It's got like scratches and things in it from obviously combat itself, so... From combat. So, very nicely done. Supports. There's proper names for obviously all this. I have no idea what it is. But no, that is very impressive. And just locks in like that. Now, I don't know whether or not, again, that the torsos have the same one, so it could just be... that both shields fit in there. Now, I'm pretty sure the arms are going to be different, so I went with the arm that's bent, because I'm fairly certain that's for his back. Look, just the level of detail. The buckles, very nicely painted. Was it the greavers? They're probably not greavers though. My terminology is lacking. But that one should be like that. So you don't even technically need it, so he's like, follow me, it's this way. Alrighty, we're all spinning around because I will aim for the sword next. Now that's part of the Master Sword, its handle. Very nicely kept. So, this would be the first one. The sword is in the sheath. Got a little, even the... Hopefully it shows up. Where they've got essentially like leather and painted it blue. Or they've got blue cows. I got no idea. Or blue animals that they've used the skin for. To sort of give it the textured look. They've gone all out with this. Just a really impressive looking figure. So that one should lock in there. And then that should line up, so that should now just obviously not line up fully. There we go. Little bit of pushing, but got there in the end. It's always a challenge when you've got essentially a loop of connections. They really don't, unless everything's bang on perfect, there will be slight twisting that needs to happen. So yeah, that's Link unsheathing his sword. Now moving on to the other torso. And again, exact same sort of look and layout. Just left arms now down. Again, still a spot for the sheath, and also this one sticks out rather than in, so you can't swap them over. which I guess is good, but also sort of somewhat funny to think that Link's sort of running around with his sword half out. Also, some of these are just, it's literally just sitting over it, so. Alright, second head, just as detailed as the first, and probably just exact same mold. I imagine a lot of these are just identical. Maybe? No, this one's not going in as much. Maybe they are specific to each body. Or not. Nope, I think just sort of has a bit of wiggle room. Well, maybe they are slightly different. There's just enough wiggle room that you can actually rotate them. Depending on your pose. Now this one, Link's already got the... It might be glued in. I'll just assume it's glued in rather than the other one which you push in. But yeah, so swords out for this one. I don't know how that's going to work, because it's already very close to the ground. Or the base. Which, I get the sneaking suspicion you're going to have sword pull on that plinth and sword out on the figure itself. I don't think you can swap them around. I've just realised as well, there's some sort of a hole in the front there. I got no idea what it is, so we'll see what it comes out with. Alrighty, so this is the scabbard on its own. So again, just as well detailed as the first one. Slightly deep, slightly... I'm really nitpicking here. Slightly disappointed that the bottom of that's not black, but... Again, real nitpicking. Ah, no, that's what that bottom section's... I think that bottom section's designed to hold the sword. That's what that's for. Speaking of... The Master Sword in all of its shiny glory. Again, very well detailed. Yeah, not too bad. Got a slight curve to it, but yeah. So if we did put it on, it's not going to fit. So that bottom section is to hold the Master Sword if you want to use drawing Link to as your statue. Now, just before we keep going, I will see if I can find the thing that's meant to be in that other section. I did, but also completely forgot about Link's other arm. So again, Highland Shield, same damaged. Pretty confident that it's the same arm. So very nicely done there. And something I probably should have put on at the very start is the emblem. So yeah, it was the shadow of a Triforce behind there. That's the proper emblem on the front there now. And thankfully, I also found the plaque for this one. Got the funny number at 69. Again, same as the other one. Wake Studio Twilight Princess Link. And the little stand with it. They're really minor things. They're really minor things, but they look pretty cool. Alright, let's swap the Link torsos over and see what the actually we'll do a quick spin. So yeah, very impressively done. Just a level of detail even in his little satchels there on the back as well. But yeah, give me a second, we'll swap the Links over, see what normal sword wielding Link looks like. Now, much like with Zelda's one, the sword overhangs the figure by quite a distance. Which isn't too bad, just gotta be careful it doesn't knock into things. Also completely missed it on the first run around. It's actually got Link, Gandalf and Zelda inside of the Triforce there. Between the Minion and the Wolfling. I don't know how I missed that. That's a really nice detail though. Yep, just gotta be careful. The sword swings out a lot further than what you'd expect. But no, very, very nice figure. I guess if you wanted, you'd stack them that way so that the sheathing sword Link is protecting the sword of the sword drawn Link. But yeah, no, it's a very nice, very impressive figure, and it's also, again, really like the glossy eyes, and also I'm enjoying having the plinth for the sort of the second torso, so you can change it up and still have both of them on display. No, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.